Hey everybody, Joe Joseph here for thedailysheeple.com, and this is your news shot. So to Yahoo News we go. Very interesting how now there is, an attack going on, a renewed attack on Kratom. Says herbal supplement Kratom contains opioids, so say regulators. This is the biggest crock of crap I have ever seen. I mean, you want to talk about hysteria reaching... It's already reached stupid proportions, but I mean, now we're going into like ludicrous proportions. This is just unbelievable. It says U.S. health authorities say an herbal supplement promoted as an alternative pain remedy contains the same chemicals found in opioids. Yeah, the FDA, of course, who, by the way, is in cahoots with, Big Pharma, with these mega corporations because, they work hand in hand. When FDA people retire, why they go get a job over at Big Pharma? Because that's the people who they work for. So, hey, if you do their bidding, then don't worry. When you retire, we'll give you something to sunset with. No biggie. All good. FDA says it identified 44 reports of deaths involving Kratom since 2011. 44. Right? Now, I've gone over many times the top 10 causes of death in the United States. 44 deaths is less than the amount of people that die as a result of bee stings. Okay? 44. Now, sold in various capsules and powders. Kratom gained popularity in the U.S. as a treatment for pain, anxiety, and drug dependence. So here you have a natural herb that actually helps people do those three things, and we need to vilify it now. Why? Because 44 people died or so they say died, as a result of Kratom. 44. Yeah. Meanwhile, the street use of opioids has exploded. Exploded. Why? Well, because people can't get what they need to help treat their pain, and they're forced to go to the street. Because, let's be honest, drug dealers don't ask questions, and the only thing they want is cash at the end of the day. You're not worried about the DEA knocking down your door, getting ready to vilify your doctor because he prescribed you what you needed to be able to treat your pain. And even in this case, and in this day and age, doctors get taken down for not even prescribing what you need. It may be a half of what you need, but even that's too much these days. Why? Because they say 63,000 Americans died in 2016 from drug overdoses. 63,000. Now that includes all drug overdoses. Unbelievable. FDA Commissioner Scott Gottlieb reiterated that there are no FDA-approved medical uses for Kratom because the FDA wouldn't approve it because that would undermine Big Pharma because it's a natural herb. It's the same thing as marijuana. You see what's going on with marijuana. Marijuana was vilified for years. It was only because people stood up to the corrupt government, to the corrupt corporations, and said, look, we're taking our health back. We're taking this back because this is stupid. There's just too many cases where this has shown benefit. And Kratom's no different. Kratom is absolutely no different. And just because the FDA doesn't recognize it, well, then it must be true then. It's crazy. Gottlieb said in a statement, claiming that Kratom is benign because it's just a plant is short-sighted and dangerous. Yeah. And he goes on to say it's an opioid. No, opium is an opioid, doofus. And it's an opioid that's associated with novel risks because of a variability in how it's formulated, sold, and used recreationally. I don't know. Has anybody ever used Kratom before? I know a lot of people out there have. I've tried it. I mean, I guess it helps, but it doesn't really help me. Helps some more people better than others. I know many people that have benefited from Kratom. Why can't you take it? It's a frickin' herb. Who cares? But this is what we get. U.S. government, hammer, bam, Hulk smash. That's what we get. Now, even though Kratom is legal under federal law, let's remember this. Kratom is legal under federal law, FDA inspectors have been seizing and destroying shipments at international mail facilities for months. It's legal, but even though it's legal, the government has the right to seize your property, to take your mail, and destroy it. Let's just think about that for a second. It says here the FDA has submitted its review to the Drug Enforcement Administration, which is considering whether to place kratom in the same category of illegal drugs as heroin and LSD. The agency was poised to take the step in the summer of 2016, but delayed the decision. Why? Because people got pissed. And because 62 members of Congress protested at the White House because of the outcry by people who use kratom, or by people who do not want the government intrusion any further. Hell, the government has no place in the doctor-patient relationship, let alone in your own house to treat yourself. They have no place. You know? And really think about this. That really is the only statement that matters. Kratom remains legal under federal law, but FDA inspectors have been seizing and destroying shipments at international mail facilities for months. Okay? Jay, one of the top commenters on this, said, regardless of how you feel about drugs, we are no longer a nation of laws, but rather one governed by a runaway agency or agencies with little to no real oversight. He's absolutely right. This is an outrage, it's a travesty, and people shouldn't take it. Just like in 2016, when people were outraged because the government was going to put kratom on the scheduled list of BS, which there shouldn't even be a schedule. There shouldn't be a Controlled Substances Act. No one knows what's best for you but you. And that's all we need. The government, right? Because the government makes everything better. In the comment section below, please do me a favor. Tell me one way, just help me out, and how the government has made things better in this country and what they haven't run into the ground. Now we can look at Social Security, bankrupt, Medicare, bankrupt, education, U.S. Mail Service, no one uses it anymore. Why? No one wants to send anything in it. For, hey, they're going to go through my crap. Hell no, I'm using DHL. It makes total sense, folks. This is what happens when prohibition strikes. People get pissed. And there's always a workaround, so it's pointless. Folks, do not let this happen. This and any other way the government tries to intrude into your health. Fight back, because no one knows what's best for you but you. I'm Joe Joseph. This is thedailysheeple.com's News Shot. Feel free to comment below and visit our website at thedailysheeple.com. # wake the flock up. Have a great day, everybody.